Hello friends, this is Shravan. This is my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. To subscribe my channel, click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. In this video, I will explain you details of terrain category and what are the different types of terrain categories we need to consider for designing of any kind of the building. Okay, so terrain category is one of the most important factor we need to consider before designing of any kind of the structure. Okay, so the terrain category is purely related to your respected wind loading analysis. So the terrain category comes under your wind loading case. Okay, so as per IS 875 part 3, we need to consider the terrain category. Okay, terrain category is the measure of the wind broking effect of terrain. Okay, the measure of wind broking effect of the terrain in surrounding site. Okay, so it is nothing but the height of the obstacle or hill region around our construction site. Okay, so let us consider, just I am constructing a G+2 building which is equals to your 3 stories. 3 multiplied by your 3 stories equals to 9 meter. So we need to consider the height of our own building is 9 meter. But while coming to your terrain category, we need to consider the surroundings height. Okay, that is called as obstacle height. The obstacle is nothing but your surrounding buildings or hill regions, or we need to consider the trees, etc. Okay, the hill region or surrounding buildings or trees, we need to consider these as obstacles. Okay, the obstacle height is also depending upon the terrain category. Okay, so we need to consider the terrain category as per IS 875 part 3 code. So terrain category is nothing but the effect of the wind load on that respected building. Okay, simply effect of the wind load on that respected building, which is nothing but braking effect. I said braking effect in the previous definition. Okay, which is nothing but the effect of wind load on that respected structure. Okay, that is called as terrain category. Okay, so if you construct any one of the building in open ground, let us consider an example. This G+2 building, just I am considering in open ground building. The effect of the wind load will be higher in case of the open ground as compared to your surrounding building case. So in that reason, the wind loading effect will be more. Okay, so the terrain category will be high. Okay, so as per IS 875 part 3 code, the terrain category was divided into 4 types. Okay, that is terrain category 1, second one is terrain category 2, third one is terrain category 3, fourth one is terrain category 4. Okay, so these 4 categories of terrains will be depends upon the height of the obstacle or hill region around our construction site. Okay, so now come to the terrain category 1. Okay, so first one is terrain category 1. Okay, so the height of the obstacle or hill region which is less than 1.5 meter. So if your surrounding building height is less than 1.5 meter or tree height is 1.5 meter less than, or hill region height is 1.5 meter less than, we will consider it as terrain category 1. So along with that respected 1.5 meter height, we need to consider the open space ground. If you construct any one of the building in open space ground which is having terrain height is 1.5 or less than 1.5 meter, we need to consider it as terrain category 1. So this is the first one. Okay, so second one is terrain category 2. The maximum height of the surrounding building or hill region height is 10 meter. Okay, so if your height of the obstacle in between 1.5 meter to 10 meter, height of the obstacle is nothing but your respected surrounding building height or tree height or hill region height. If the height of that respected object which is in between 1.5 meter to 10 meter, we will consider it as terrain category 2. So along with that, we have to consider the buildings are placed at some distance. Okay, not closely spaced. Okay, they are spaced at some various distances. Okay, so this is the terrain category 2. Height of the obstacle is 1.5 meter to 10 meter and open distance spaced obstacles is nothing but your terrain category 2. So these are the factors we need to consider for terrain category 2. Okay, next one is terrain category 3. The height of the obstacle or hill region which is related to your respected terrain category is also 1.5 meter to 3 meter. But the thing is that the objects are placed closely to our respected building. Okay, the objects are closely to our respected our building, that will be comes under your terrain category 3. The object height is 1.5 meter to 10 meter, and along with that we need to consider the closely spaced objects. Closely spaced objects is nothing but your terrain category 3. So these are the factors we need to consider for terrain category 3. And last one is terrain category 4. Okay. If the height of the building is greater than 10 meter and closely spaced objects, that will be comes under your respected terrain category 4. Okay. So if you are constructing a building which is in terrain category 4, due to the effect of the closely spaced objects as well as your height of the building, the effect of the wind load is less. Why? Because the amount of the load which is comes to your respected building, that will be taken already by the surrounding buildings. Due to that reason, the effect of the wind load is less in case of the terrain category 4. Okay. So the effect of the wind load is high in case of the respected terrain category 1. Why? Because we are constructing a building in open spacing which is having 1.5 meter less than obstacle height. So we need to consider these respected parameters. Okay. So these are the details of the terrain category and different types of terrains we need to consider for designing of any kind of the structure, which are terrain category 1, terrain category 2, terrain category 3, terrain category 4. So if the height of the obstacle is less than 1.5 meter, we need to consider it as terrain category 1, and that will be in open space building. And if the height of the obstacle is in between 1.5 meter to 10 meter with the spaced objects, we need to consider it as terrain category 2. And if the height of the obstacle or hill region which is in between 1.5 meter to 10 meter with the closely spaced objects, we need to consider it as terrain category 3. And height of the obstacle or hill region which is greater than 10 meter and closely spaced objects, that will be comes under your terrain category 4. Okay. So this is the end of this respected video. If you have any queries about the terrain categories, please text me your comment in the below comment box. I will give you the answers for that respected question. Thank you.